One of the meanest and the cleanest, and still in kind of fiendish one I'm at this, been doing this for eons, peon best to catch this. Visions of excellence, precise rapping ability, about to make some dead presidents, making a million G. The money though, it's got people acting funny, yo, as soon as I'm get some light, they be like dummies, yo. Products and puppets and pawns getting played out. When authentic, cause get up, respect be laid out. Y'all know that? Yo, that's some gangstar-ish. Yo, R.I.P. Guru. Man. Moment of Truth is a sick album. Yeah. Anyway, what's up, gang? What's up, gang? I was just bumping Gangstar today on the way to work, and I forgot how great of a duo, Guru and Premier were, and then how that album just hit so hard on so many different levels. And yeah, but right now we're back with some bot bending. Not too much bot bending per se, but yeah, it's certainly a fan mode. Bot bending, I feel like, is like I'm taking something and I'm contorting it to make it look like something else, so to speak. Whereas this, I've just kind of like souped up the vehicles, and we have the family four of Huffer, right? As I think Life of Cat, we talked about the four Huffsmen of the four Huffsmen of the apocalypse. But yeah, I was gonna say the original idea actually is care of Homeboy Module Toys on Instagram. Homeboy's super duper talented, and what he had originally made was he took one Huffer and he took this bit and he plugged it into the back. And so I like that idea a lot. And I had asked him, I was like, hey, I was like, are you cool with me sharing that on YouTube? And he was like, yeah, go ahead. And I had been meaning to do so, but I don't know, just never got around to it. But I kind of took that idea and I expanded it. And over the course of 2 nights, just after work, I was watching what is it, Once Upon a Time in Queens, 30 for 30 ESPN thing about the Mets. um, Over the span of 4 hours, over the course of 2 days, I just kind of fidgeted. I mean, it's not that I didn't like the original design. I just wanted to use more of Ironworks. And so, what you're actually taking a look at is one complete Ironworks. I did swap out these pieces with Lunarworks just so we can get some color pairing, but it is literally just one Ironworks. You can see the one body here, one arm here, the little panels. Um, the other arm over here, and then the two legs, as you can see. So it's just one Ironworks. And so if you got the family Huff, or even just one of these guys, you can do a lot with Ironworks, and it's really, really fun. And so let me kind of introduce the squad to y'all. um, Over here, this one, I originally didn't have an identity for him, like what he's about, but the more I looked at him, the more I realized, dude, you know what he is? He's those airport baggage conveyor, those baggage, what do you call them? Delivery trucks. Dude, at the end of the day, after I'm exhausted from work, I swear I just lose all my vocabulary. You know what I'm talking about? It's those little things that you hitch the luggage trailer to these guys, and they're like little tugboats, and they pull these things out to the airplane. And so that's number one, the airport worker. I think he looks cool, right? And you guys feel me, right? He looks like the little airport delivery truck. I don't know what that thing is called, the courier truck, the tugboat truck, but yeah, the guy who brings out the luggage, and you would be connecting a larger, longer, like, panel. Oh my gosh, what's wrong? What's wrong with me? Um, I shouldn't be doing these things when I'm so tired, but I mean, whatever. I got no other time. I mean, what am I supposed to do, right? Anyway, so this one over here obviously is Huffer, and this one is a dump truck. So yeah, I mean, you could even say it's a tow truck to some degree, but I kind of like it as a dump truck. You could do that. But I think it looks best when it's up here. And yeah, it's interesting the way this is made. I mean, they're all secure; they're not going to fall off. But this one, the way it's made is like, I'll tell y'all later. Um, I'll tell y'all later. So okay, so we have dump truck. So move that to the side. Then we have this one over here, and this obviously is a tow truck. I think that's pretty cool, right? We got the tow truck, little flatbed thingy so the car can kind of rest on it. Maybe cars don't rest. Maybe they just hang. Yeah, maybe I got this wrong. But nonetheless, I think it looks cool. Nice little tow trucky truck mode. You know what? I don't know if I'm the only one, but the front tires don't really roll that well. There's not a lot of clearance. Clarence. What's the vector? Victor. And here finally we have Murder Mobile. Is the black and red just makes them look so evil. And then, of course, Ironworks has the black cabs with the red accents on it on the top, so it works out great. Then you just plug in some of the dark guns that come with one of those guys, and you add his gun, and boom, you got this like evil mobile. And so, dude, super duper, right? And so, yeah, let's put the four Huffsmen of the Apocalypse back on stage. Do you guys have a favorite one? Which one's your guys' favorite? Let me know in the comments section. Just curious. I mean, I think they're all good, but it's really kind of like what type of mood are you in for? There's tons of good food, but yeah, what are you in the mood for? Yeah, who knows? But I can break them down for y'all. They're super easy to make. So I mean, I think you could probably just figure it out just by staring at them, really, because like I said, it's only one Ironworks, and so I mean, what can you really do, right? Actually, you could do a lot. So this first one is that square arm of Ironworks, and then you just fold it up like that. You fold down that one peg, plug it in here. Then you have that back panel. This is the panel that hangs off the back of Ironworks, and this is one of the leg panels. You just put those together. Dude, oh man, I'm so old. My skin is so old. I'm dying, man. We're all dying slowly. Anyway, so that's that. Murderbot over here is basically just the legs with their hinge panels removed because they're used for other things. And then you got the two black guns plugged in at the top of the knee port, and you have his gun plugged to the top of the roof. Bada bing, bada boom. Easy, right? Here, okay, let me just take up this gun. This one's probably the most complicated. This is not the most complicated one. So you have these two guns over here from one of these guys, and they're plugged into the Ironworks body. And this Ironworks body, so this is how it works. So in Huffer's back part, you have this little thing over here that has these two ports, and Ironworks has these two nubs over here. You see it, right? Yep, nub. They will not go in by like natively. So what you got to do is you got to split the legs apart like that. You see that? You got to split them apart like this. Then you just kind of ease that in there. Then once that's in, you can kind of squeeze them back, and yeah, dude, it's not falling off. Yeah, so that's good. And then the last one, okay, this one might be the most difficult one. So you just have Huffer or whatever his name is, and then you gotta arch the wrists up a little bit, and then there you're plugging in. So this is the what is it? This is the hip, the lower half torso hip connector for Ironworks. Then you just got the hinge from the leg there. Ooh, look at all this nice detail. I never noticed that. Ooh, dude, good on Hasbro for putting in that detail. Then you take this arm, you just plug it in. You have the hook over there, and then with these two hip connectors, you basically just plug them in to the fists. Bada bing, bada boom. That's it. That's it. Isn't that so cool, gang? So yeah, even if you just have one of these guys, you could just give one guy like 4 different looks and just try different things on with the Ironworks parts and see what you like. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to like pose them to make it look like they're all in a convoy. Is that all right? Yeah, I think that's all right. Yeah. Oh man, who should we focus on? Let's focus on Huffer over there. That's cool. So this is about 10 minutes of my video. Dude, y'all here at the end for the post credits. Man, um I don't know if you guys ever get this, but I'm pretty old, and every now and then, like, I'll remember something from back in the day that I like completely forgot about. And dude, this is a crazy story. So I grew up in the hood, right? I grew up in LA. I grew up in Koreatown. This is during when like gang violence was like, it was all time high, a lot of racial tension and stuff like that. But most of my friends were brown, black, tan. But I rolled with a lot of Latino dudes. And of course like Filipino folk I don't even include because I'm just like that's just my family. But yeah, I rolled with a lot of like Latino dudes as well, and there was this one dude. We used to call this guy Casanova, dude, because like I don't know if you guys know that reference, but Casanova is supposed to be this like ladies' man, and then yeah, dude, he was this pretty boy guy. His name was Julian. He's a good-looking guy, and like he was always like well primped and like prepped, and he dressed nice. He was really popular with like the ESL Latina chicks and stuff. And we always clowned on him. We always clowned on him. 'Cause we didn't know him. We didn't know him. We just thought he was a pretty boy and whatever, whatever. But one day one of our guys like brought that guy to hang out with us, and we're just kind of like okay, but we never knew the guy, we just kind of like clowned on him on the side, but we met him. Yeah, he was cool, he was totally cool, so he just started hanging with us. And one day we were going home, and so once you're outside of school there's this huge like I don't know like 20-foot tall like fence that's like that prevents people from going in and out. It's really tall. And it was me and another guy named Chino, and we were with Julian, and we were just walking back, and we were literally outside of school, right on the other side of the fence. And inside the school, there's like a baseball diamond, but it's not used for baseball. It's used for like, oh, I mean, it can be, but it's used for like all these other sports too. And we're just walking with Julian, heading towards the library, going towards 7-Eleven to play Street Fighter, and he just goes, "Hold up for a second." And then so we're like, "All right." And he's like, "Hold my bag." And then so yeah, so he just goes up to the fence and he climbs it over. And on the other side of the baseball diamond, there are these folks. There are these kids like playing some sport. I don't remember what it was. He just hops the fence. He goes up like Spider-Man, dude. He scales that thing like nobody's business. And then he just hops down to the other side, and he walks to some guy over. Then he goes, "Hey." And then he walks up, and the guy's like, "What's up?" And then, Julian, man, I wish I could show you right now, but he just goes, "Bah!" Like decks that fool straight in the face and drops him like yeah. And then the guy's on the ground, and Julian proceeds to take that guy's chain, like literally his chain hanging around his neck like his necklace, and he just basically took it off, and then he pocketed it and he jumped over the fence, and then he picked up his bag, and we just started walking like nothing happened. And so Chino and I are in shock. I mean, well, first of all, okay, this is not the first time I've seen somebody get jacked. This is not the first time I've seen my friends jack somebody, but the fact that this pretty boy over here, and he just did it like psychopath, nonchalant, and just hopped over the fence. And we just started going back, and finally we get to the library, and I was like, "Dude, Julian, what the cup?" And he was just like, "Oh man, no, I seen it. He had a nice chain." And I was like, "What?" And he didn't even say anything. He was just like, "Yeah, he had a nice chain," and that's it. That's the end of the story. That's the end of the story. He acted like nothing happened. He acted like I asked him why the sky was blue, or why grass was green. He just nonchalantly answered it, didn't look at us in a funny way like, "Why? What's up? You got a problem?" Nah. Then we just went to 7-Eleven and played Street Fighter. And that's when I realized like why my other friend brought him around to hang out with us. I was like, "Whoa, this fool's hood, dude. Like he's a hood. Yeah, he got this pretty boy thing going on, and he's popular with like the fob Latina chicks and stuff. But yo, this fool hood, dude." And that's how Julian started hanging out with us. Yeah, crazy. And the thing is, dude, I, I don't remember when's the last time I thought of this, but some weird like memory bubble just like bloop 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 bloop, just floated up in my brain. Yeah, some crazy stuff, isn't it? Yeah, that's some crazy stuff, right? But yeah, that's kind of it's kind of environment where I grew up. Yeah, yeah. I hope he has changed his ways, and yeah, I hope he's changed his ways, and I hope those guys are doing well. Anyway, thank you for the free therapy, friends. I'm sure that memory um, had some type of relevance as to why it bubbled up recently. Thank you for listening, friends. That's all I got. Hope you enjoyed the fan modes. You guys have a wonderful day. Adios. Bye bye.